Hello friends, welcome to our fourth video on life processes. The topics which we have already covered up till now are digestion in plants, animals and humans, respiration, types of respiration, pathways of respiration, respiration in plants and respiration in aquatic animals. Please see the description below for links of previous videos. The topics which we are going to cover today are respiration in terrestrial animals, respiration in human beings, mechanisms of breathing, mechanism of exchange of respiratory gases. Let us start with respiration in terrestrial animals. Terrestrial organisms use the oxygen in the atmosphere for respiration. This oxygen is absorbed by different organs in different animals, as you have already studied in Standard 9th. Example: amoeba respire through plasma membrane, fish through gills, amphibians, mammals and birds through lungs. All these organs have structure that increases surface area which is in contact with oxygen-rich atmosphere. The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place at these surface. It is usually placed within the body, so there are certain passages that will take air to this area. Let us move on to today's most important topic, that is respiration in human beings. We know that human beings take in oxygen by breathing. This oxygen helps in breaking down the food absorbed in the body to release energy. This energy is used for maintaining our all life processes. So how exactly does it occur? Well, as you have already studied in 9th, that lungs are the main respiratory organ in our body. Just observe this GIF and how lungs work. But there are many other organs which helps in the process of respiration. If we see the respiratory pathway, then it is as follows: nostrils, nasal passage or nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, bronchioles, alveoli, and blood capillaries. Please observe the diagram and study the location of these organs. Diaphragm and ribs helps during breathing processes. Let us see each of those organs in detail. First, nostrils and nasal cavity or nasal passage. There is a passage behind nostrils which is known as nasal passage or cavity, as you can see in the diagram. The air for respiration is drawn into our body through the nostrils and then it goes into nasal passage or cavity. Now, you might think, what is the importance of this passage? Nasal cavity is lined by hair and mucus. So when air passes through it, the dust particles and other impurities get trapped and only pure air enters the lungs. Next comes pharynx. From the nasal passage, air enters pharynx. Pharynx is the part of throat between mouth and food pipe. Observe the diagram to know the exact location of organs. Larynx is our sound box. Next comes trachea, that is windpipe. From pharynx, air enters trachea. Observe the diagram. The colored portion is trachea. Remember, even when air is not there, trachea will not collapse because of presence of soft bone cartilaginous rings. Now comes bronchi, singular is bronchus. The trachea gets divided into two tubes called bronchi on both the sides of the body. Let us move on to lungs now. The two bronchi are connected to the two lungs. The lungs lie in chest cavity or thoracic cavity. The chest cavity gets separated from abdominal cavity by diaphragm. The lungs are enclosed in a rib cage made of bones called ribs. We will observe this diagram very carefully. See the position of right lung, left lung, ribs, which is blue in color, and diaphragm, which is brown in color. The colors of the organ are just for understanding and they are not the actual colors of the organ. Next comes bronchioles. Each bronchus, after entering lungs, gets divided in a large number of still smaller tubes known as bronchioles. Here, bronchioles are shown in orange color. Next, alveoli. The smallest bronchiole have tiny air sac or pouch at their ends, which are balloon shaped. These are known as alveoli. These are the most important ones for respiration, as at alveoli, exchange of various respiratory gases occur, in our case, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Observe this GIF where you can see macroscopic alveoli. Walls of alveoli is very thin and it is surrounded by thin blood vessels, that is capillaries, which makes the exchange possible. Again, observe the GIF where alveoli are connected or are surrounded by blood capillaries. Now, we will revise the entire pathway again with the help of GIF. The air enters through the nose, then it goes to nasal passage, then pharynx, then trachea, bronchi, then enters lungs through bronchioles, then finally comes alveoli, and from alveoli it goes to blood capillaries. Remember, human beings have been designed to maximize the exchange of gases. How is that possible? Well, there are millions of alveoli in the lungs. The presence of so many alveoli provides a very large surface area for the exchange of gases. And the availability of large surface area maximizes the exchange of gases. Fun fact, did you know that we have around 480 millions of alveoli in our lungs? It means that if we unfold alveoli, they would be of a size of a tennis court. Just imagine that much surface area for exchange of gases. Let us see mechanism of breathing. What exactly happens? How do ribs and diaphragm helps? Observe this GIF very carefully. Observe how lung expands when air is taken in and then it contracts when air is taken out. So two things occur in breathing. One is breathing in, that is inhalation, and the other is breathing out, that is exhalation. During inhalation, chest cavity expands. During exhalation, chest cavity contracts. Ribs lift up during inhalation. Ribs move downwards during exhalation. Diaphragm becomes flat in shape. Diaphragm becomes dome-shaped in exhalation. Due to all of the above, volume of lungs increases and air enters lungs in inhalation. And due to all of the above, in exhalation, volume of lungs decreases and air exits from the lungs. Just observe your breathing in and out. You will understand the working of inhalation and exhalation pretty clearly. This is how respiration and digestion works. Observe the movement of diaphragm. Now, our last topic is mechanism of gaseous exchange between tissues and blood. When we breathe in, air enters lungs. and reaches alveoli. As alveoli is surrounded by blood capillaries, the oxygen from air diffuses out of alveoli into blood. This oxygen is carried by blood to all the parts of the body where it enters body cells through diffusion. Next, inside the cells, respiration occurs. That is, oxygen combines with absorbed food and releases energy and carbon dioxide as waste product. This carbon dioxide diffuses into the blood and blood carries it back to the lungs where it diffuses into alveoli. Finally, this carbon dioxide is released back into air when we breathe out. This is how breathing, respiration, and digestion are interconnected. That's all for today. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos. Suggestions and comments are most welcome. Thank you.